Ladies and gentlemen, this next story I'm about to present to you is more common than uncommon in this country. Every day, in both the men and women facilities around this country, prison, are overdosing, and sometimes mass overdoses are happening in the prisons. It is not unusual for corrections officers or people that have access to the outside and inside of the prison bringing the drugs in, more common than uncommon. You know, when you get in prison and things happen, it's not like you can call 911. You have no protection in there. You know, that's why men and women that get raped, you can't get on the phone and call 911. You're pretty much screwed, and people are in that kind of state for years and even the rest of their life. Just like we see a lot of corruption on the outside, there's a lot of corruption within the prisons. And overdosing in prison is very prevalent. So this corrections officer was bringing pot and meth into a Georgia prison and got busted and recently pleaded guilty. But I'm going to show you a few more articles where you can see even prison guards overdosing. So right here, this came out in U.S. News. Prison staff in 2 states treated for exposure to drugs. Again, when these things occur, it usually occurs in the prison guards and the prisoners. And you have to wonder how many guards do they check for drugs? Because it's so prevalent, it seems like nobody is getting checked. They just don't know how these inmates are getting the drugs. Here's another one right here. Ohio prison substance exposure. Guards, inmates, and nurses sickened. And this came out in WGNTV.com, Ohio. So, and they got exposure to fentanyl in the prison. And right here, this one's in California. Costly plan aims to stem inmate overdoses. I have read articles where sometimes up to 20 inmates all overdose at the same time, and they all have to be taken to the hospital if they don't die. Yeah, mass overdoses in the prison happens all the time. So, how do you stem a drug epidemic on the outside and you can't even control it on the inside in the prisons? You would think they would be able to control it a little better in prison, but as you can see, they can't. They can no more control it in the jail than they are outside of the prison. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to say this again. They don't know what to do to stop this thing. They don't know what to do. How do you stop drug addiction that has been happening in your country for 20 years? and millions of people on drugs because you can't reach everybody. And your general attitude about this is, well, it's a public health issue. They shouldn't go to jail. It's public health. To a junkie, they're going to say to themselves, shit, I'll do all the drugs I want. I ain't got to go to prison. To me, that's enabling. But you call it what you want. I guess you keep calling it public health and just continue to watch it go out of control. The great old American way. Please tell me what you think, ladies and gentlemen. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.